Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing. My name's Kellen Brower and you're watching some last chance qualifier action here live on Start Your Systems television. The 250 LCQ parade lap is parading their way around the track. Oh, and we're about to get a restart. So last opportunity for these guys to make it into tonight's main event here at round 3 of the 250 West Championship. Round 3 of 9, of course. Final round in Vegas. So we got a bunch of guys in this one that have a chance. We're going to take a look at Anthony Jefferson. As you can see, most of the gate here as JLV gets off track. 250 last chance qualifier from Anaheim 2 is underway. It looks like Luke Heberlein is going to get a great start out of the middle. No, it's Cody Penwell from the outside on that 44 Fam MX ride that gets the whole shot. So Penwell leading away. Heberlein sits. Gosh, dang it. What is going on in my throat? Got to get that dick out of it. But Luke Heberlein, second. Tyler Schmidt, third. Andrew Jennings is in fourth. And Ryan Burke is in fifth, battling with Brock Pappy. So just again in chat real quick, since we're about to go through both last chance qualifiers, if I could get an A-OK that you guys can see and hear me, that would be fantastic as Penwell blows the lead and blows a transfer spot. And it's top 4 out of this. So Ryan Burke is now in the final transfer spot. Andrew Jennings blows it. Is he going to get up in the final transfer spot? He's dragging Brock Pappy, but Penwell secures that final transfer spot as of now, as Tyler Schmidt leads away here in this last chance qualifier. Thank you, Nick M165, for the all good in chat. Schmidt's going to miss the rhythm here. Heberlein gets it. What's Heberlein going to do? Not close enough to make a move just yet. This is a short 4-lap race, so you don't want to do anything too dramatic as long as you're in transfer spot. Oh, Prodigy down. Will he get up and transfer as Burke gets by for second, Penwell by for third. Prodigy gets up sideways and almost takes out Ryan Kessler. That could have been a disqualifiable offense, the way Schmidt got up from that, but he's still in fourth with Andrew Jennings and Kessler now right there. Jennings, the Matrix Concept rider. Kessler from Flowtech. We got 2 laps to go, and Schmidt trying to hang on for that final transfer spot after blowing the lead in the whoops. Heberlein now has that lead with Ryan Burke and Cody Penwell in transfer spots. Oh, Prodigy very close to that tunnel, hitting his head on it. Kessler's going to square him up. They're going to go side by side on the on-off. Prodigy holds the inside line. Kessler squares him again and gets the drive and makes the pass. Beautiful move by Ryan Kessler. Prodigy's going to try to cut low, but will have to back off and settle in behind him and then goes down. That was a very interesting crash. That would be a bummer if lag ended up getting Tyler Schmidt right there, but Kessler now finds himself comfortably in transfer spot as Andrew Jennings made a couple mistakes. Oh, that's Ryan Burke that was stuck on the wall right there. Ryan Burke, TM Factory Racing ride. Again, I'm not sure why I don't have his skins. Heberlein cutting the bales in the lead, but he's on the final lap. Cody Penwell is in that number 2 spot. Kessler third, Burke fourth. Those guys look to be pretty comfortable. As we'll take a look at Luke Heberlein of the Splitfire KTM team. Back on to the start straight. Heberlein en route to winning this last chance qualifier, securing himself a spot in tonight's main event. Just has a few more corners to navigate as he works his way across the triple, throws it out. He's got this on, off, and then a triple. He's going to take the outside in the split section. These guys are double tripling before the finish. And he gets it clean. And Luke Heberlein into the main event, wins the last chance qualifier. Cody Penwell, is he going to stop like last week? Nope, he is into the main event. Kessler is also going to the main, as is Ryan Burke. So Andrew Jennings just going to miss out unless cuts affected in any way. Tyler Schmidt not going. Connor Peavy, Brock Pappy, Austin Anderson, Anthony Jefferson, Jack Fowler, Brandon Langley, Jonathan Hughes, Jeremy Atkinson, Jeremy Cohenauer, Daniel Batchlett, Sammy Holt just going by right there, Aaron Hachi, Brad Bellotti, who is disconnected, Daniel Mills disconnected, Guillaume Flandin disconnected, and I am on the line. So that'll do it for that last chance qualifier in the 250 class. Ooh, that was a cool little move from Kahooner. Wheelies off that tabletop. And then goes down before the finish. As soon as he gets over the line, I believe, cuts will be in, and we can figure out who all made it. Oh, Batchelot hasn't gone across the line yet. He's over. All right, cuts are in. Let's see. Anything affected? Wow, there was 6 seconds of cuts for Ryan Burke. And fortunately, there was also 6 seconds of cuts for Andrew Jennings, or else Burke would have lost that final transfer spot to Andrew Jennings. But, wow, 6 seconds of cuts? What the hell are you guys doing? Cutting the crap out of the track. All right, 450 last chance qualifier, and I'm looking to see there is the number 11 of Hunter Root. He has made it into this last chance qualifier, and he has got last gate pick, but he has the opportunity again to make it through this last chance qualifier and head to the main event as a joint point leader. It looks like Wheels did let him in to race this last chance qualifier. Alright, so in this last chance qualifiers, we are on the warm-up lap right now. We got Jay Naz, Dylan Copeland, Jeremy Schiabro, Evan Delez-Dernier, Fred Heather, Dylan Copeland already said, Delez-Dernier, Steven Zarkiewicz, Jacob LaRoche, Eduardo Simos, Dominic Saulnier, Chase DeSalle, Brandon Berg, James Armstrong, Brock Hardy, and Hunter Root, as I said, Jared Seidhoff, Brady Stanley, Brian Haskell, Dominic Saulnier, Drew Swenson, Owen Hillman, Brady Ginter, and Race Carlin, and Andrew O'Hagan, who is still sitting on the line. Peekaboo, it's me, O'Hagan, just hanging out behind these race tech bales, bro. All right, any second now we're going to get a restart going. Four laps, 4 riders again to the main event, and as soon as this race is done, we will be set and see which riders will contend for tonight's main event victories. I want to look at someone right in the middle-ish near the box. Let's see if we can't find somebody. Let's see if I can find Jay Naz. Let's just look at Jeremy Schiabro here on the 57 machine in the middle. 450 last chance qualifier. Last chance for these guys to get in. A couple guys almost jumped the gate. And it's going to be... Can't quite see who that was that got through. Looks like Brandon Berg, maybe. Brady Stanley gets tossed. And there's chaos. Riders down everywhere. Nobody can get through. Now finally there's some gaps opening up. Oh my gosh, I don't know who that was, but somebody hit Stanley into the outside lane and it just took everybody. And Berg finds himself with a pretty comfortable lead. Owen Hillman, Fred Heather, Dylan Copeland, Brian Haskell, Joseph Nazarek, Drew Swenson, And then Brady, and then Andrew O'Hagan as Hunter Root tries to go around the outside. He has to go off the track. Simos, LaRoche, all these different guys. Now Stanley whips in front of Zarkowicz, who somehow stayed up and all that. Looks like Root just got around Drew Swenson. So let's reset and see who's where. As Berg leads, then we got Heather, Copeland, and Nazarek in transfer spots right now. And Copeland goes down. He's going to get Chase DeSalle down with him. Now Hunter jumps in, so if Hunter can get around Chase DeSalle, he has the final transfer spot. As DeSalle whips in front of him. And Hunter, there it is. DeSalle makes a mistake. Hunter Root, final transfer spot. So your points leader, tied for the points lead with Jeremy Smith, now looking like he is going to make it to the main on that number 11 machine as Brandon Berg continues to lead away. We've got 2.5-ish laps to go, and Berg has got a monstrous lead right now over Fred Heather, who just now goes out of the whoops. He's got like a whole straightaway on the third base side of the stadium. Nazarek in transfer, and of course Hunter Root, who's doing the quad. Root may be looking for a little bit more here. Of course, he wants to get a little better gate pick than all the way on the outside. It totally kind of screwed him there on the start as people piled up on the inside, pushed wide, and then Root had to go around him. And then, of course, everybody got screwed in that second corner when Stanley got hit, pushed him into the outside. I couldn't quite see who it was that he got into, but it definitely caused some serious mayhem. So Nazarek might be closing up here on Heather to make a move as Root is trying to find a way around Nazarek. Trying to out-drag him to the corner, but not going to do it. Has to be careful here. Doesn't want to go down or else he might lose a spot to DeSalle or possibly Stanley, as those guys are trying to make their way in. Root having to be careful. Over the wall, Nazarek. Looked like he had hit Fred Heather's rear tire, but fortunately for him, did not get front end lock. DeSalle still right there as these guys are about to enter the white flag lap. Man, this is going to be really close. Oh my goodness, how did they not get into each other? Nazarek and Root. Oh my gosh. So close. Fred Heather kind of escaping disaster. Oh man, it's so close how these guys are over jumping that that quad. Now Heather makes a little mistake, and Hunter Root's going to find himself right there. DeSalle and Stanley still looking for a way in on this main event. There's only 4 spots, and with Brandon Berg pretty far out front, it's kind of only 3 spots between these 5 riders. And Nazarek is the guy that everybody wants. Oh, Stanley gets into DeSalle. They both go down. Now Seidhoff gets around Fred Heather for the final transfer spot. Oh my gosh. Fred Heather blows it. And I think Brady disconnected. And DeSalle is just stuck in the bales and it looks like he's just going to give up and stay there. So Berg to the main. Hunter Root trying to lock it up and make it to the main. And he will, as he gets a second. Joseph Nazarek to the main and Seidhoff. What luck for the 13 machine of Jared Seidhoff as he makes it to the main. Fred Heather trying to get to the line to make it close on cuts. Misses the finish line, so Simos gets 5th and Azarkowicz and then Heather. So Heather blows it. And that does it, folks. So now the main events are set. Last chance qualifiers are done. Berg, Root, Nazarek, and Seidhoff to the main. Simos, Azarkowicz, Heather, LaRoche, Armstrong, Deleuze, Dernier, O'Hagan, DeSalle, Brian Haskell, and Brady Stanley, Brock Hardy, Dominic Saulnier, Jeremy Schiabro, Dylan Copeland, Brady Ginter, Drew Swenson. None of those guys are going to the main, which we will see on the other side of this break, as I'm going to throw you guys to a quick break, and we'll be back for pure live constant coverage of both main events here in Anaheim tonight. You're watching the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing live on Start Your Systems.